When you wander around long enough in NAMM, you run into some pretty cool people, and we have somebody we haven't seen in a long time, Billie Stevens. Billie!
Hey, how's it going, man?
Really good, man. It's good to see you. It's been a while.
It's been a bit. Actually, you guys were there for the drop of my last record. Super stoked, and you got huge love. And yeah, I'm here at NAMM with you guys. I got a bunch of new stuff happening, going on, and here running around seeing all my people, just keeping it busy, you know?
Well, you know, we haven't seen you in about a year. Was it a year ago or almost
a little
longer?
over a year and a half.
And you've got a whole bunch of new projects going on.
Yeah, I got a bunch of new projects going on, but there's a couple I'm really excited about that I'm really pushing hard on. And then once those get done, everything else is kind of either on maintenance where it does its thing and it's cool. But right now I got two that I'm really putting a lot of energy behind. I'm really excited about.
Well, let's talk about them. What do you got going on?
Perfect. My first project, it's My Heart, It's What I Do, man. I got a new record. I'm in the studio. I'm working on a new album. My last album, American Yusha, came out about a year and a half ago.
He comes to us every time he's got a new album. He won't talk to us the rest of the year, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, no way. It's like, for some reason, it just works out where you guys call me and I'm like, hey, new album. Either that or I'm always writing new albums. I
probably spoke over the name of the new album.
The new one I'm still working on. It's themed, and it's kind of like the underside of a bright city. You know, everything's supposed to be shiny and beautiful, and this is kind of like the darkness that goes on and all the shadows that people don't really see. So you think it's a really great place, but all the people that really live there and are in and out of it every day kind of know what goes on with the kids hustling drugs on the corner, and this chick's a prostitute, and this cop is crooked, and you're like, but you wouldn't know any of that unless you were actually in it. So all the stories kind of like blend together to make a theme about this city. And then it kind of continues on with the Yusha character. It comes to town, and everybody's talking about how the town's wonderful and it's bright and it's technology and it's great. But yet, as he's rolling through on his motorcycle, he's catching things out the corner of his eye, which tells these different little stories that are the songs.
It's almost a perfect segue from the first album. It's a continuation of that style of writing.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it is that style's me, you know? The first album was taken from a lot of different experiences, but it was all me. And so now the second album kind of takes, okay, now I've told my story, so now I'm in this environment, and this is a story I'm seeing and how it's playing out. And it's kind of neat because once you start writing, you know, you get an idea and you go, and you're working, and then you step back and look at it and you're like, oh my God, this has become its own thing.
It's a perfect segue from the previous album. We're anxious. Are we going to get a copy of it before it comes out?
Absolutely.
We're going to get a review on it. I bet I can get somebody to do a review on it.
You will hear it first.
Okay, can I hear it after that?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
That's not all you got going on. You got a book or something coming out?
I just signed up with author Sasha George. She's got like almost 30 books out on Amazon. She's published. She's great, super talented. And we were talking, and she was listening to my last record, really liked it. So we came up with ideas, her idea actually, that I write a song that pertains to a new book that she was writing to release at the same time. And it was just a neat multimedia kind of way to put something out there that I could be involved in her project because I'm a fan of hers and she was a fan of my music. And as we started talking, and she's telling me about her ideas for these stories, and this book, it's a novel and it's developing, I started just getting excited and getting ideas, and she said, why don't you write it with me? And so we set up an account where we can both go in and work on it, and like we go back and forth. So it's like I just put up a new chapter, and then I'll go in and I'll read it, and I'm like, ooh, what if this happens and that happens? Or I'll get an idea, and I'm like, okay, I just wrote like 15 pages, and she'll go in and read it and be like, this is how it would really tie into the story. And so I'm excited because it's definitely stretching anything I've done before, but it's always a medium I've wanted to work in, and so it's the opportunity landed, and I couldn't be happier or more thankful.
So you just don't have anything going on, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you know, I got a lot of time to Netflix and sit in my underwear. Yeah, I know, man. I'm running, bobbing, weaving.
What your fans want to know? What the heck's going on with the band? Where can they say you got some gigs coming up?
You know what? Actually, right now on the books, no. But I'm looking to do some summer stuff. What I'm kind of game planning right now. Nothing's booked. Is get this new record done or close to done, to where I can let it sit for a few, and then I've already been talking to people, Phoenix, Vegas, San Diego, mainly West Coast or Western region, and doing maybe a 2-week run, and then getting back and either re-listening to the record and doing the final tweaks after a couple breaks, or just wait till it's done, and I can also bring a lot of those songs to the live show and see how everybody's feeling about it.
But you do have the band plan to go out and promote the album once it's out.
Absolutely. I'm a musician, and there's, no matter how much I like creating art, there is nothing like delivering it or sharing it with somebody. That's the key, is sharing it with you guys. That's why I'm in this.
That's why we're in it too. In fact, stay with us and we will let you know when all this stuff is out. But if they're not with us, they're with you, where do they get a hold of you to find out?
BillieStevens.com, pretty easy. Facebook, Instagram, everything. It's all Billie Stevens, BillieStevens. You can find me anywhere.
Proper way to spell it.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Hey, follow us. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. BackStage360.
NAMM.
And we're back. Out of 100,000 people, we happen to run into a good friend, Yolanda Johnston with Soundslave. Yolanda, hi.
Hi.
It's been a year since we did this part.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I did see you in the summer at Brick by Brick.
Oh, yes, for the All-Star Jam. That was an amazing night.
I don't remember if it was the All-Star Jam because I have CRS, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Okay, yeah.
So you've got a few projects going on and some newer projects and stuff. What's going on?
Well, right now I have a Soundgarden tribute called Soundslave, and we just finally found our second guitarist, so we're ready to come out of the gates just full force, and we're going to rip your face off pretty soon.
You do know that I play rhythm guitar, and you didn't call me?
Oh gosh, you know what?
But you probably wanted.
We haven't found him yet.
You probably wanted somebody that actually could play well.
This is awesome.
Yeah. So, been about 6 months, and the band's out there, almost finally put together. It's ready to go.
We just found our guitarist. He moved here from the Bay Area. His name is Alec, and he's amazing. We can finally do all of the B-side tunes that I love to do. I'm the B-side girl. I'm the one that's always going, well, what about this one I dug up from under the ground?
Well, I understand you're here promoting stuffed animals too, is that correct?
Yeah.
I'm not sure where that vendor is, but you can go look them up.
It's kitty, 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 kitty.
But you have something else that you're working with somebody endorsed or?
Actually, our good friends at Tsunami Cable just made me my own purple cable. It's so exciting. They're amazing cables.
Show them what it matches.
They're almost indestructible, but it most importantly matches my ring.
I don't even have socks that match. So that's pretty cool.
Right? Yes.
And the vendor again is?
It's Tsunami Cables. It's actually on right there. And they're amazing.
Now, you're also with somebody special that is standing there chomping at the bit and has a CD in his hand.
Yes, and we actually are going to be doing a benefit for our good friend Vic Nieto, who has had some unfortunate medical problems. And so the musicians in the community of San Diego got together and put together 2 nights for a benefit for him so that we could try to help with his medical bills. And So we're pretty excited about it. It's going to be an amazing night. We hope everybody can come. It's going to be February 16th and 24th. There's 2 nights. So make sure you come to both. And we're actually going to have tickets here at NAMM. If you happen to be here at NAMM, we'll also have tickets. You know, hit us up. You can hit up any band member from any of the bands. Symbolic will be there. Night Shadow will be there. Pet Shark will be there. Sorry, I'm trying to think. RDG is going to be there, and they are amazing. Trust me. I have a rehearsal studio just down the hall from them, and when I'm taking a break, I get to listen to them. It's like a whole private concert. It's amazing. But also, my BFF and love of my life is also going to be playing that night, and they're called Loose Cannon SD. And they just did a new album, so they're going to actually finish out the night on the 24th.
Can we bring them into this
yes.
call right?
Yes.
Is that all right? Come on in here.
This is Bob Jaffe.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, Bob. Good to see you, brother.
You too.
So, what's going on with the band?
We're super excited to do this benefit for Vic because he's like been a great character in our lives. Provided so many shows to San Diego, and he's a good person, and he deserves to have, you know, a tribute to him. So all his bands got together, and we have the pleasure of playing right after Soundslave. So I'm super excited about that, and a bunch of great bands and good people.
I heard that Soundslave is a pretty good band.
They're awesome. They're awesome. So it's a pleasure for us to get to play after them, and for a good cause. And we're promoting our new CD that we just came with, 3-song demo.
I'm sorry, you can't promote CDs on live on air like this, so unless we get a copy of it, of course.
Okay, well, if you want, I'll even sign it for you.
Is it going to cost me extra?
No, you've already earned your pay.
Getting back to the benefit,
Yes.
for those watching that may be in Brazil or somewhere in the world otherwise, Vic has always really gone out of his way to help local musicians, and everybody in this building and every professional started out as a local musician.
Yes, that's true, and he gave us a big break too. We got to play at Brick by Brick, and you know, I had a personal relationship with him, but not a business relationship with him. So he did take a chance on us, and it helped us out a lot. So we really appreciate not only what he does for other bands, but what he did for us personally. And also with Yolanda, got her to play with Fred Barchetta.
And Points North.
And Points North.
And that was amazing.
Yes. So.
Speaking of Points North, are the guys here today? I haven't seen Eric around, so.
Yeah, Eric and Uriah couldn't make it, but Kevin actually made it down.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, from the Bay Area. Yeah.
So the dates are the 16th and the 26th?
24th of February.
And that's at Brick by Brick. And if you have a couple dollars in your pocket and you want to see some quality music, you will be there and we will be there. We're hoping to make both days, but we're going to be certainly there on one.
Okay, thank you so much. We
Well, let me
appreciate
see
the
you there.
support.
Guys, thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
taking some
Good
time with
interview.
us. Aw, baby. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with day 2 very soon.